Super cramped at the shop, and it's been a little while since we've given you this little window into the world of us. So we're back at it here. Oh, I just nailed that. I should have caught that on camera. What has been going on for the last, it might have been, I don't know, it might be a month, might be 2 months. I don't know when the last vlog was. This massive deal happened, and I hope that you've been watching us on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, so you know what's going on here. Big CNA Pro ski deal. Those things are flying out the door, so I've been swamped with doing that. I've been parting a little bit of stuff. Kevin, the kid that we brought on to start stripping down machines, he burns through them in the first box, just burns through them. He was out with a little bit of an injury for a while, so he's back at it, so that's awesome. And service has been insanity. John has kept that under control and finally wrangled it down to stuff needing to get picked up. So that's going to open up. But right now, dude, it is tight as a drum over there. There's not an inch of floor available. A couple long-term projects going on over there. Mike's been doing Insomnia LED. If you haven't heard of Insomnia yet, it's kind of our sister company. Maybe, yeah, that sounds cool, right? Sister company. All accessory LED lighting for vehicles. So Jeeps, trucks, cars, LED headlights, accessory lights, you know, underglow stuff. Insanity there too. So if you haven't checked out Insomnia LED, please do. And for everyone who's been asking, yes, Mike and I are still partners, and Insomnia is mine, Big Kid's his. We're still cool, okay? So just because he's not around here, he's out in McHenry. We had to get him a little better location. Logistics worked better in McHenry. All right, so I think that pretty much catches you up. Welcome back, and strap in. I just noticed that it's only been 2 weeks since the last vlog. What's everybody asking about then? Huh? Give me a break. It's 2 weeks. No, it's been insanity around here. That's probably like the 4th time I've said insanity. We're just gonna name it. That's the title right there. Hashtag insanity. There's so much stuff that I have to clear up right now, and there's so much more stuff that I've got to get figured out for the future, short term and long term. And yeah, I'm glad that we're back on track and just rolling hard into snowmobile season. We got swap meets coming up. We got a phone call coming in, so it's going to be pretty crazy right now. I haven't been out at the track at Woodstock. Well, I haven't been out to motocross, Woodstock, or Lake County at all this season, which is sad and embarrassing. I don't want to talk about it because it brings up bad feelings, but pit bike racers have been showing some love. Love-hate, maybe, because everybody hates doing tires, and they love bringing them to me. And I love to see them come here, but hate to see them bring these tiny little tiddlywinks in. Been doing a lot of these lately, so that's been good. Tires have been huge lately. Here's a little peek into service, like I said. Oh, whoa. Some of those look familiar. Some of those need to go home. Some new faces in here. So if you're looking for service, pump the brakes 1 second. Just let me unload this stuff, but bring it on in. So I kind of mentioned swap meets that are coming up. October. October's the month for swap meets. The swap meets that we're going to be hitting are going to be Belvedere, which is the first Sunday of October. And then after that, Pecatonica, which is the second Sunday. And they've got grass drags back. So if you went last year and we're all bummed out about there not being any grass drags. I think they did like tractor pulls or something, garden tractor, something weird. They did something weird last year. It moved. Forget if you went last year. Forget that even happened. Pecatonica is all back to where it was. Like you always remember, Moss Hall up front, and then grass drags out there. So, long story short, it's going to be worth checking out again. If you're going to pick one of the two to go to locally, Belvedere. Belvedere is the monster right now. Pecatonica is great. We're going to be at both of those. The Milwaukee Snow Show is just after that. I'm not going to make it up to that. Might shoot up there just to say hello and check things out, but we're not going to go set up. And then we're going to have our open house and swap meet here at the shop November 5th. We usually do it after everybody else, get Halloween out of the way. November 5th, which is a Sunday. It's the first Sunday of November. I have to double check on concessions, but $5 swap spots, as much space as you want, bring whatever you want, and then the shop will be open. We'll be blowing out some stuff, whatever's left of Belvedere and Pecatonica. Other little Mike's going out to SEMA this year for Insomnia LED. He's gonna go get some ideas and pick up some new vendors and stuff, so that's gonna be exciting for him. I might, Mike and I might both go out to the AIM Expo in Ohio, which is the Powersports side of things. So might just shoot out there, check that out. But yeah, we'll keep you posted on that. Probably you'll know if I'm going, and you'll know if I'm there. But that's gonna be like 2 weeks, so we'll see if that happens. But otherwise, yeah, the big one, November 5th, here at the shop, open house, swap meet. This is the first like official release of that information. And then Belvedere is October, the first weekend of October, the first Sunday of October. I think it's actually the first. Do not quote any of that, but it's absolutely the first Sunday in October. Pecatonica, the second Sunday. Both great shows. Didn't make it out to Heydays. A little bummed about that. That looked like it was a spectacular time as always. But yeah. Alright, well, I gotta get back to just the craziness of things going on here. Getting a little closer to sled season. We got some sleds in for service. This weather doesn't help motor-wise, dialing things in. But we can at least do the fun stuff, you know? Look at this thing. That's just, it's so gorgeous. New to this guy, and I'm going to go through it, rebuild some shocks, make sure it's all ready for the season. This guy's been here a little while, but we keep tacking things on. So, alright, sounds good. You can stick around. Going to measure out this track and hopefully add some studs to this beautiful machine. That thing's going to go tear up some ditches somewhere. Probably not. Probably a little bigger ditches. Go do some mountain riding. But that's a nice ditch banger right there. Tear some things up with that. Cut through some neighbors' yards. Don't do that, though. Always stay on the trail. Always stay on the trail. Quick little drop off. This was an in-and-out deal. Just a little leak. One of our good customers. So, got that taken care of before his next trip. And, excited to make a little room at the shop, but another quad came in this morning, so we're back to square one as far as space at the shop. There ain't any. So get this one in, get this one out, the other one's in. Got another sled to pick up a little later this week. Got some sleds to leave, a little quad left today. So some space is moving around, but very little space to play Tetris with at the shop. Ducked out of the shop just a smidge earlier than usual. Driving home in the daylight's kind of weird. The last 2 weeks I've been there late and just packing it in, right? Packing it in. Service is wrapping up a good round of stuff. So once that stuff gets picked up, we'll have plenty of room for more service. There's more service already lined up. So make sure you get in now, not wait till sled season to get your sled in. But that's looking pretty good right now. The CNA ski deal is doing awesome, handing that stuff out like candy, so that's good. Picked up a quad for service today, dropped off a quad for service today. Shut the shop down for a couple minutes in between. Put the sign on the door, the old back in 15 minutes sign. And the best part of that sign is that 15 minutes doesn't start until someone reads the sign. Think about that one. So a little break in the middle of the day there. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. So I'm going to try and keep the daily vlogs rolling a little bit. This one's going to be a beefy one. So, well, if you've seen this already, if you're watching this right now, you know that this is a beefy one. And I appreciate you hanging out. Yeah. If you're not following us on Snapchat or Instagram stories or all of that stuff, Facebook, then you might have missed a few things in the last couple of weeks. But this epic episode probably just caught you up on everything. So if you got any questions about anything, let me know. If you're looking to get in for service, let me know. Subscribe to us on YouTube. I'm going to keep these things pretty fresh. But in the meantime, there's plenty of them. Plenty of videos for you to get lost on until the next fresh one pops up. So make sure you subscribe so you get the little ding notification when a new one pops up and you don't miss out on something. There might be some good information on one of these, and guess what? You're snoozing and losing and you just missed out on it, okay? So make sure you subscribe and check out some other videos until the next one hits.